How this became this. It takes at least 10 steps, the coffee travel from its plants to your cup. First thing you need to know that coffee is actually from a plant. The coffee plant produces coffee beans. That shining brown nuts type of beans we usually see in the coffee commercials. The coffee beans are seeds from coffee plant, which don't look like this from the beginning. The fruits from the coffee plant, usually called coffee cherry. The coffee cherry turns a bright, deep red when it is ripe and ready to be harvested. Once the coffee cherry's been harvested, the processing begins as soon as possible to prevent the fruit become spoiled. In the dry method processing, the coffee cherries are spread out to dry under the sun until a particular level of moisture, usually 11%, is achieved. In the wet method, the coffee cherries going through continuous process, which removes the pulp from the coffee cherry after harvesting. First, the freshly harvested cherries are passed through a pulping machine to separate the skin and pulp from the bean. Then the beans are separated by weight as they pass through water channels. The lighter beans float to the top, while the heavier ripe beans sink to the bottom. After the separation of healthy beans, they are left in large tanks with water to ferment. The fermentation removes the unnecessary skins from the beans. During this time the coffee beans become hard. After the fermentation the beans are washed thoroughly and dried until the 11% of moisture level. Whatever the method used, next comes the milling process. In this process, the entire parchment is removed from dry beans, used in the dry method, and any excess covering from beans processed through wet method. Defective beans are removed either by hand or by machinery. Beans that are unsatisfactory due to deficiencies, which is unacceptable size, or color, over fermented beans, insect damaged, unhulled, are removed. Polishing is an optional process, where any silver skin that remains on the beans after hulling is removed by machine. While polished beans are considered superior to unpolished ones, in reality, there is little difference between the two. Then comes grading and sorting. Grading and sorting is done by size and weight, and beans are also reviewed for color flaws or other imperfections. Now the coffee beans are ready to export. At this stage, they are called green coffee. After this the green coffee beans are roasted. The beans are being rotated while roasting to prevent burning. After roasting, the beans are immediately cooled either by air or by water. Roasting transforms green coffee into the aromatic brown beans that we purchase in our favorite stores or cafes. This process produces the flavor and aroma of the coffee we drink. But not yet. The coffee beans must go through another process before we enjoy some coffee. The properly roasted coffee beans are ground to become powder. The purpose of this process is to bring out most of the aroma and taste of coffee. Finally comes a time to brew coffee. As in every step, brewing coffee is an art. Brewing coffee ranges simply from putting coffee powder in boiling water to costly machinery. Now the coffee is ready to drink. Yes, of course, you can add milk and sugar to the taste. Next time when you drink your favorite coffee, in your favorite moment, think about this process and thank those who worked hard to bring that coffee in your hands. What is your best coffee moment? What is your favorite coffee? Please let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe for more content like this. As always, thanks for watching. God bless.